Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
Growing up in rural South Dakota, I understand the importance of electric cooperatives because they give us the power to live and work in any area we choose. They also gave me an amazing opportunity to experience the youth tour in Washington, D.C. I'm currently a student at SDSU, but one of my favorite things in life is coming home to be with my friends and family, especially my little brother Lane. West Central Electric is an important part of my life and our community.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Does your bank make you feel like you're just one of the crowd? We have a different approach, one-on-one personal service. You're you, and there's only one of you. You have different financial needs. We find out what your needs are, and then we do everything we possibly can to serve them. Think small, think smart. Become a member today. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
We're big on you.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Guffs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The holiday season is a time for friends, family, and fellowship. Don't let the financial stress of the season get you down. For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union will be running a holiday loan special. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR with payroll deduction or auto pay from your checking account. Stop in and see Julia or Jameson at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
If
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
The clock is ticking. Take advantage of year-end savings and beat the price increase on John Deere equipment at Grossenberg Implements. If you're in the market for a new mower conditioner, baler, or windrower, you need to hurry into any of the Grossenberg Implement locations and discuss purchasing options with our sales department before the end of the year. The time to act is now. Grossenberg Implements, serving your growing needs since 1937.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The paint store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The paint store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zanders Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zanders Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Sturgis Scoopers on the official voice of the Pierre Governor's River 92.7. Brian, I'll have that for you 6:30 tomorrow night. Of course, he's busy tonight too, as we'll tell you. And also tomorrow night, Pierre Governor girls in a rough first weekend for them on their home court. Way too many turnovers and losses to Stevens and Central. They'll hit the road. In fact, they will spend tomorrow and Saturday in the northern Black Hills. Sturgis Scooper is the opponent tomorrow night. 8 o'clock. A little bit of a later start, of course, but right here on 1060 103.1 KGFX, and see that at the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Then Saturday, it's the Governor Boys hosting Spearfish at the Briggs High Gym, 1:30 on River 92.7. And the Governor girls will be in Spearfish. That's a 2:30 start time here on KGFX on Saturday. There's other basketball tonight, we should tell you, and that's the Potter County Battler girls. They'll take on the Highmore Herald Pirate girls. That'll be at the Highmore City Auditorium around 7:30 this evening on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO with Mr. Darren Boyle, and see it at the KPLO page. Then there's other basketball, but got to tell you what else is going on tonight, and that's Pierre Governor Wrestling. Governors, boy, what a job both teams did in their first ESD duels against Harrisburg on Tuesday at the Briggs High Gym, winning both. The boys 45-17, the girls 60-0. Well, tonight, both teams are in Aberdeen. The Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles, the opponent. Not sure how many boys will fill out the Golden Eagle wrestling roster, but a lot of girls wrestling. So Brian Oakland will have all that for you starting at 6:30 this evening on River 92.7. Tomorrow night, more basketball action. This will be from Selby, as the Sully Buttes meets Harriet Selby area. Darren will be there for that one on the 100.7 KMLO. That is around 7:30 tomorrow night on KMLO. And the other action on Saturday comes from Gettysburg for a varsity doubleheader between the Potter County Battlers and the Warner Monarchs. That is around 3:15 on 100.7 KMLO. And plenty of action from Mobridge Pollock, too, as first tomorrow varsity doubleheader for them in Sisseton. Starts around 6:10 on Star 99. And then around 6:15 on Saturday evening in Mobridge, it's the Rotary Classic with Harriet Selby area in town. That varsity doubleheader around 6:15, could be a little later, but that's on the home of the Mobridge Pond Lake Tigers, Star 99. And, of course, see those games at the Star 99 page. So that's what else is going on, and we should have interesting action here tonight. It's not too far from getting underway as the Phillip, Scotties, and Stanley County Buffaloes are just about set to play a varsity doubleheader here at Parkview Auditorium. Girls first, with the Scotties coming in with a record of 1-1, and Stanley County coming in with a record of 0-3. Phillip has won both of the junior varsity games. In fact, a last-second shot won the JV game for the Phillip girls and the Phillip boys, winners by 6 in the JV game that just completed a few minutes ago. But we're just about set for basketball, and that is our Becky Pottseva State Farm pregame. Coming up, varsity doubleheader as the Phillip Scotties meet the Stanley County Buffaloes here at Parkview Auditorium. We'll take a 3-minute break right here and then come back with the starting lineups and the start of tonight's game. Back in 3 minutes on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Does your bank make you feel like you're just one of the crowd? We have a different approach, one-on-one personal service. You're you, and there's only one of you. You have different financial needs. We find out what your needs are, and then we do everything we possibly can to serve them. Think small, think smart. Become a member today. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
We're big on you.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Briggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The holiday season is a time for friends, family, and fellowship. Don't let the financial stress of the season get you down. For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union will be running a holiday loan special. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR with payroll deduction or auto pay from your checking account. Stop in and see Julia or Jameson at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
We're at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre and ready for a varsity doubleheader of basketball. First, the girls as the Phillip Scotties meet the Stanley County Buffaloes, and we'll introduce tonight's starting lineups for you in the next few moments. And they're brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities. Let's hear from the folks at MDU, and then we'll tell you about those lineups back in 30 seconds to Parkview here on KGFX.
The clock is ticking. Take advantage of year-end savings and beat the price increase on John Deere equipment at Grossenberg Implements. If you're in the market for a new mower conditioner, baler, or windrower, you need to hurry into any of the Grossenberg Implement locations and discuss purchasing options with our sales department before the end of the year. The time to act is now. Grossenberg Implements, serving your growing needs since 1937.
Those starting lineups being introduced now. Colt Fitzgerald's Philip Scotties. Allison Williams is a senior guard along with Allie Schofield. Allie is a junior. Copper Lurs, the wing player, also starts along with Carly Coyle, a junior. And in the post, junior Ember Gabriel. I wish I could tell you their heights, but I don't have those listed. I'm sure Cole Fitzgerald will learn that as time moves along. Now for Keely Braceland's Stanley County Buffaloes. Keely in her second year as the Buffs head coach. Taylor Stroop is the 5'3" senior, as she is in the back guard along with the sharpshooter, 5'7" sophomore, Maddie Duffy. Experience up front with a couple of seniors. 5'8" Carly O'Connor and 5'10" Jordan Sosa, and a sophomore also starts. That is 5'11" Cadence Hand for the Stanley County Buffaloes. Thanks to tonight's officials. The Law on the Court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Let's hear from them and back in 30 on KGFX.
With more and more people being
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Dakota Martin in Fort Pierre, opening tip, and it goes to Phillip. We hope you enjoy the action. Allison Williams starts it off on a steal right away. Taken away with quick hands by Maddie Duffy, who drove for the layup and missed. But the rebound came down to Taylor Stroop. Right wing three is off the mark. The follow is no good. As the rebound came down, leading the fast break down the floor is Copper Lurs, but loses it out of bounds. So Phillip has already turned it over twice. Stanley County with a couple of chances, but couldn't score. No, that they'll say was deflected off of Stanley County, not a turnover. And now a jumper is good. Allie Schofield scores the first two of the game. 2-0 Phillip, 7:25 in the first quarter. Ember Gabriel, Cadence Hand, I should say, for Taylor Stroop. Up top for the Buffs in their home white uniforms. Purple numerals and letters in gold trim, purple and gold piping. Road uniforms of orange with, black that is, with orange numerals and letters in white trim for the Philip Scotties. At the basket to our right, Cadence Hand with a drive. Inside, blocked away, Copper Lurs. Excellent play there to block that shot is Lurs, who came down with a rebound too. Schofield turning around right baseline, backing down against Sosa. Right wing threes coming from Coyle, off the mark, but grabbed by Ember Gabriel for the follow, and she is fouled as she went to the rim. So there's the second shot for Phillip. The first one went in. This foul is on Cadence Hand, and that is her first. So Ember Gabriel goes to the line for a couple of shots for Phillip. We're a minute 14 into the game. And the Scotties have a 2-0 lead. And the first free throw rimmed out. We're in our regular perch in the right corner. So basically Stanley County from left to right and Phillip right to left. It's a bit of an angle, but we really like our spot here. The second one good by Gabriel to make it 3-0 Phillip, 6:45 in the first quarter. So it's Taylor Stroop, Maddie Duffy, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, and Cadence Hand for Stanley County with the ball right now. Hand with a bounce down low for Stroop, left of the lane, double teamed. Out front, Sosa, 18-footer, good. Well, Jordan showed last year that she can hit those jumpers too. She has the first two for Stanley County, 3-2. Phillip, ball thrown away. Their second turnover. It comes down to Stroop for a layup that's good. Stroop with the points off the turnover. Stanley County has their first lead of the game at 4-3. Allison Williams down floor. The pass is thrown away by Lurs. A third Phillip turnover now, as Jordan Sosa made the steal, and Stanley County with it back with a 1-point lead. Hand, top of the right wing, bounce to Stroop on the baseline. Move past Schofield, drove, counted with a foul. Taylor Stroop. Strong move to the bucket on the left side. Worked her way past the defender Schofield, who committed the foul. It is 6-3 Stanley County, and Stroop will try to make it a 4-point lead at the line. Stroop fires, and it rolls in. Used all the rim. 5 quick points for Taylor Stroop. 7-3 Stanley County is leading Phillip with 5:53 in the first, and the ball is lost again, but the Scotties have turned it over 4 times now already. Caden's hand for Stanley County up top for Stroop. Good start for the Buffs. Remember, only 1 win for this program last year. And played well in the opener, but fell short to Chamberlain. Here's a lob by Sosa. That pass didn't make it. Good play by Allie Schofield to take it away on Stanley County's first turnover. Front court, bounce on the left wing to Coyle. That pass tipped by Stroop. She couldn't knock it down, though, and Copper Lurs has it for Phillip. For Williams, drive in the lane. Allison from 9, it rolled off, but she gained her own rebound and sent it out for a jumper by Gabriel that misses. And the rebound to Stanley County's Caden's hand. And Stanley County with a 4-point lead. Loses the ball. Allison Williams takes it away. Down the right alley for Phillip. The bucket to our left. She's held by Stanley County's Maddie Duffy. That's her first and the second team foul on the Buffaloes. Boys action, of course, to follow here. It'll be just the second game of the season for both the Scotties and Buffalo boys. Pass on the left side for Schofield. Skip it right wing for Allison Williams. 3, getting a hand on it was Maddie Duffy. There's the block. Stroop with a rebound. Down floor for Sosa, who lays it in. 2 buckets for Jordan Sosa. And it is a 9-3 Stanley County lead. 9 points in a row. And Lure's not able to stop the run as she missed the shot. But as Carly O'Connor took the rebound, she was standing on the baseline when she did. Stanley County head coach Keely Bracewan wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. It's an Agtegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. 4:19 first quarter. Let's take 30. Stanley County 9, Phillip 3, and girls action back in 30 on KGFX. Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The paint store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The paint store, same great paint, same great services.
Athletics and youth activities.
It'll be Carly Coyle inbound for Phillip. Baseline left of the bucket to our left. To Copper Lurs on left wing. Out front to Allie Schofield. Man defense by Stanley County. And Lurs slumped off a little bit, so she put up a 3 and hit it from the left wing. Copper Lurs cuts the Stanley County lead back down to 3. It's 9-6, ending the Buffs' 9-point run halfway through the first quarter at Parkview. Maddie Duffy up top for Stanley County. Bounce on the left wing for Stroop. Into the corner. Went through the hands of Caden's hand. She couldn't hang on to the ball. And it's picked up by Ember Gabriel. Deflected, but still came back to Lurs. And then Copper is bumped for a Stanley County foul. And it's on Taylor Stroop. First on Taylor. Third team foul on Stanley County. Inbounding from the backcourt, 3-quarter court pressure here by Stanley County with 3:40 in the first, 9-6 Stanley County leading Phillip. Allison Williams down floor to Gabriel in the lane, stops from 9, pops and misses, rebounded by Jordan Sosa for Stanley County. Left wing it is Duffy. Hasn't tried a three yet. Comes on the other side outside the arc to Stroop. Right post O'Connor, left wing Sosa. From 16, Jordan hit another jumper, and she has 6. Haley Stroop has the other 5. SC leads 11-6 over Phillip with 3:10 in the first. Pass deflected, came to Gabriel. Pressure broken, nearly too far, but Allison Williams picked it up right wing. Gabriel right lane line from 10. Pass knocked down, came to Lurs, drop step in the lane, drew a foul. Good move by Lurs. With that almost a rocker step, it was not, because that would have been traveling. She is fouled as she made the move inside. This one is on Caden's hand, and that's 2 on the sophomore. And Copper Lurs will have free throws here. First is good as Phillip brings in Alan Spry. She is a sophomore. She comes into the Phillip lineup. The second free throw is also good for Lurs, 11-8 Stanley County. And Diamond Lurs, a sophomore, is into the game for the Scotties. 11-8 Stanley County over Phillip, 2:50 in the first. Starting 5 still out there for SC. Bounce, nearly intercepted. Duffy takes it right baseline. Double team, forced her to fall, and she was not fouled. That's a traveling violation. The 5th turnover on Stanley County. Well, good defense there, and really Duffy had nowhere to go. Spry to inbound from the baseline. Pass back to her and to Diamond Lures. Knocked down, good play. Jordan Sosa made another steal. That's a couple she's had so far. And 5 turnovers on Phillip. 5.5 minutes gone. 11-8 Stanley County leading Phillip. Buffs at the basket to our right. It's bounced up top to Sosa for a lob. Lures knocked it down, but able to take it to Stroop. Right baseline. Diamond Lures all over her. Backs away. Left the shot short. Copper Lures with the rebound for Phillip before it is stolen away for a runner by Duffy in the lane. A one-handed scoop is good. And it is 13-8 for Stanley County with 2:02 left in the first quarter. It is a jumper from 18 by Diamond Lures that's off the rim, and a foul on the rebound, though, is going to keep it with Phillip. It's going to keep it with, it's going to give it to Stanley County, actually, as Ember Gabriel didn't have position and for an offensive board and pushed to try to gain it. Instead, she's called for the foul. It's only the second foul on Phillip. It is Ember Gabriel's first. Stanley County ball leading 5. Left of the lane, it is Duffy. Outside the left arc, Caden's hand, playing with a couple of fouls. Bounce at the Sosa right foul line, extended to Hand again with a left baseline drive. She draws a reach-in foul from Copper Lurs. Copper's first, the 3rd team foul on Phillip as Quinn Turkelson comes into the game, the sophomore, replaces Allison Williams. So as O'Connor to inbound for Stanley County. Duffy, the pass a little too far, but it was knocked out of bounds by... Nope, it was knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. I think the official pointed the wrong way at first. It sure looked like it went off the Buffs, and it did, so they turned it over for the 6th time. Phillip with it down 5, 1:37 in the first. Ambitious pass. Diamond Lures is able to take it. Good feed inside to Ember Gabriel for a layup. Just ended up suddenly in Diamond Lures' hands and found Gabriel alone on the right block. Ember now has 3. 13-10 Stanley County over Phillip. 1:20 in the first. O'Connor, right wing for Sosa. Right lane line. Drive by Hand. Oh, good defense by Lures. Made her miss the shot, but then Phillip throws the ball away again, and a drive inside leads to a Phillip foul. This one is on Lurs, and for Copper, Lurs, that's 2. Obviously an important player for them. Jordan Sosa, who has made 3 buckets tonight, has a couple of free throws here as she was in the act of shooting, and the first misses a little bit strong as now Josie Jones comes in, and here comes Lures indeed to Colt Fitzgerald fence. Jones, the freshman. High school basketball on KGFX, brought to you by First National Bank and Phillip, by Kendi Implement, and by Phillip Motor. Sosa hits the second. 4-point lead for Stanley County at 14-10 over Phillip. 1:04 in the first quarter. Gabriel in the lane with a drive. Left it short, but coming out of there with it is Josie Jones for an offensive board, and she follows it in. And it's a 2-point game. First two for Jones, 14-12. Stanley County leading Phillip now by just 2 at 45 seconds in the first. Souza nearly lost it. Found Stroop outside. In her face is Spry. Bounce right baseline in the lane. Wild shot. Hit the shot clock, actually, off the hand of Carly O'Connor. So when it hits the shot clock, it's out of play, and that makes it Phillip basketball. With 38 seconds left in the first quarter, and now they're giving it to Stanley County, and I can't tell you why. They must have ruled it was deflected by a Phillip player, but I didn't see that. Here is a right-wing jumper. Sosa, another outside shot is in from 16. A 9-point first quarter for Jordan Sosa, and Stanley County leads 16-12 at 26 seconds in the first. Diamond Lurs had a pass knocked away, regained it, however, and Maddie Duffy trying to reach in and take it away, picks up her second foul for Stanley County. So both Cadence Hand and Maddie Duffy now have 2 fouls, 5 team fouls in the bus. Shot clock off, 18 seconds. Left wing Spry with a 3 that missed everything, trying to save the rebound, and able to do so is Josie Jones. And then it went off Jordan Sosa right back out of bounds, so Phillip will keep the basketball with 12.3. Right corner, Jones on the inbound. Off of Diamond Lure, she's able to pick it up again. Out front for Turkelson, 7 seconds. A 3 by Gabriel misses, but it is Jones. Well, she tried to gain the rebound. However, she pushed off to do so, and Jones has her first foul and the 15th foul on Phillip. 4.8 in the first. Stanley County will lead after 1. It's into Stroop, 3 seconds. Front court O'Connor from about 44 feet. It went off the glass. At the end of 1. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard here at Parkview Auditorium, it is Stanley County 16, Phillip 12. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Second quarter in 1 minute. Well, let's make it a 30-second break right here. As we told you, our opening tip, it's been a while ago now, but it was brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierce. So let's hear from those good folks at Lynn's Dakota Mart, and back with the second quarter in 30 seconds. Here on
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Stanley County with a 4-point lead over Phillip through 1, and the Buffalo shot well from the floor. 50% on 7 of 14, 0-2 on threes. Phillip struggled, 4 for 13 from the floor, 1 of 5 on threes. A 7-5 rebounding advantage so far for SC. Stanley County 6 turnovers, Phillip 7. The arrow points to Stanley County. Buffalo have the ball to start the second quarter. With their starting 5, Keely Braceland hasn't made a move yet. Taylor Stroop, Maddie Duffy, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, and Cadence Hand. They've been out there all the way for Stanley County. O'Connor in the right corner. Carly with a bounce to Sosa, double team. So out front to Stroop. Stops, right wing, and O'Connor, 3 is good. Carly O'Connor with her first 3. And Stanley County now has their longest lead at 19-12. Copper Lurs playing with a couple of fouls to Ember Gabriel in the lane for a drive. Banked it in. Good pass. And a nice drop step by Ember Gabriel for her 5th point. 19-14 for Stanley County. 7:25 in the first half as they lead Phillip. Good start to this one. Duffy out front for Stroop. Phillip not shooting well, but still staying close. O'Connor in the right wing. Out front again to Stroop. Bounce it on the left side for Duffy. She hands it to O'Connor. 11 to shoot now for Stanley County. Pass knocked down by Lurs, but right back at Stroop. But then Copper Lurs is able to take the ball away. That's a very good play. She drives for a layup. The throw is thrown over the rim. Did everything right, but put the ball in the hoop and then a foul. After a Cadence Hand rebound by Stanley County. And the foul is on Quinn Turkelson of Phillip. That's her first, and that's the 6th Phillip team foul. So the bonus, the rest delay and common fouls in the first half for Stanley County, who leads 19-14 and with the basketball. Bucket to our right. Sosa, left elbow lane, out front to Stroop. Right wing O'Connor, Stanley arc. Bounce down low, give and go to Sosa. Didn't fall for Jordan from 4 feet. And the rebound is taken in by Turkelson for Phillip. On the other end, a jumper from the right side of the lane is good for Josie Jones. She has 4 off the bench, down to a 3-point Stanley County lead, 19-16. 6:17 in the first half. Pass nearly dropped by Duffy. Maddie's lost the dribble, so has to hand it off and does to O'Connor. Bounce on the right baseline for Stroop. Ball fake, moved it inside to O'Connor. Push is called first on Phillip. That'll put Stanley County in the bonus. Believe it's Ember Gabriel with this foul. It is. That is her second. So that's team foul number 7. As Kaysen McGee, the freshman, enters the Stanley County lineup. Kaysen at 5'9". First substitution made by Keeley Braceland. Allie Schofield comes back in for Phillip. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Taylor Stroop, who now has 6, and she's 2 for 2 at the line. 20-16 Stanley County, 6:06 left in the first half. They lead Phillip here at Parkview Auditorium. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday evening. Second one is also good for Taylor. She has 7. Jordan Sosa with 9. Stanley County leads 21-16 over Phillip with 6 minutes left in the first half. Allie Schofield to Copper Lurs. Back out front to Ember Gabriel. And now Schofield with a 3 right wing, but before that a hold inside is called on Stanley County. If it's Caden's hand, it's her 3rd foul, and it looks like it is. Yes, it is. So Hand is the first player in the game with 3 fouls. Team foul number 6. That'll force Keeley Braceland to make a move and bring in the sophomore and the young lady who sang the national anthem before the action tonight, Rachel Runge, the 5'8" sophomore. So Caden's Hand to the bench. Out front for Ember Gabriel, back down low. Jones with a turnaround in the lane missing. And Kaysen McGee just in, grabs the rebound for Stanley County. Out front again to Stroop. Bounce in the old circle for Sosa. Left wing Duffy open. First chance for a 3, but it missed everything. Follow, thrown over the rim by Rachel Runge, and then a foul on the rebound. So Runge's Duffy's first opportunity at a 3 didn't fall. Jordan Sosa had the foul on the rebound, which was made by Allison Williams, and she will have free throws here because that's team foul number 7. It's the front end of a 1-and-1 for Allison. She hit it. Her first point. Now Jones is out as Carly Coyle, the junior, comes back in for Phillip. 5:31 left first half. 21-17 Stanley County leading Phillip. One more for Allison Williams. This one's off the mark, but Ember Gabriel ran down the rebound. And a second chance here for Phillip. Pass out front for Ember Gabriel from Schofield. Left side for Copper Lurs. Through a double team. Stops, drives, foul. She'll have 2 shots, in fact. Lurs a very good athlete. If you see Phillip play volleyball, you have seen that. This is team foul number 8 on Stanley County, and it's the first foul on Kaysen McGee. So Lurs, who had a couple of free throws earlier, she does get to the line a lot, but she misses here. Carly O'Connor back in after a brief rest for Stanley County. Rachel Runge comes back to Keeley Braceland's bench. Phillip 4 out of 7 at the line after that Lures miss. Copper will have 1 more, and this one is off the back rim and then hit the support. That negates it. That puts it out of play. And it's like a lane violation. The free throw doesn't count. 5:15 in the first half. Stanley County ball. They're up 21-17. They've led by as many as 7 in this game. McGee in the left corner. Out front to Taylor Stroop for Stanley County. To Duffy on left wing. Guarded by Williams. Duffy again up top. Lurs trying to strip the ball away, and she did. And then a foul. What a play there. And that's the other thing about Lurs. Her hands are mighty quick. Not a foul. Why was play stopped? And they put an inbound on the side. I have no idea why play was stopped was there, and they gave it to Phillip, who had it anyway. That was odd. Allison Williams on right wing into the corner, backing up, and a three is missing by Lurs, and Stroop came down with a rebound for SC. Holds on to that 4-point lead, 4:38 in the half. SC 21, Phillip 17. Duffy for Stanley County. Williams guarding her. Bounce Stroop on the left side outside the arc. Here comes a double team with Gabriel helping out, so it's back out front to Duffy with Lurs on her. Pretty good matchup there, isn't it? Handing it to Carly O'Connor. Bounce for a cutting Sosa in the lane from 12, right side, no good. Rebound, Allison Williams. And Phillip can draw a little closer. It's Williams with a one-person break, but the shot, however, missed, and O'Connor came up with a rebound for Stanley County. Duffy, very high dribble. Boy, she'll have to be careful with that in the future. To Stroop down low. Left baseline drive, missed but fouled. Ember Gabriel got there a little late and tried to catch up, but could not, and commits her third foul. So there's the first Phillip player with three, and Josie Jones will come in after this first free throw by Stroop, who's 3 out of 3 at the line tonight. Back Stanley County's 4 of 5, and the first is good. Nothing but net for Taylor. So here comes Josie Jones for Ember Gabriel, whose half is likely over. 22-17 SC over Phillip. 3:54 in the first half here at Parkview Auditorium. Stroop looks for her 9th point right here, and nothing but net again. She is 5 out of 5 at the line, I should say. 23-17 Stanley County over Phillip. 3:48 left in the half. Scotties ball with Lurs. A runner in the lane from 9. Did not fall. Sosa rebounds. And Stanley County wanting to push it, although the defense from Phillip prevents them from doing so. So the half-court game. Stroop, right bounce, O'Connor. Sosa back out front to Stroop at 3:30 in the half. One-handed runner on the baseline by Duffy. It won't fall, but running down the offensive board is McGee for Stroop, but she won't. So Stanley County turns it over as Diamond Lurs comes back in for Phillip. 9th turnover on Stanley County there. Phillip was 7. They haven't had one in the second quarter. Quinn Turkelson and Ellen Spry are back in for Phillip. Let's set Phillip's 5, in fact. They're Ellen Spry, along with Quinn Turkelson, Josie Jones, and Diamond Lurs and Copper Lurs. Lob to Copper Lurs, right of the lane, out front for Diamond. Left wing, the pass through the hands of Quinn Turkelson. She wasn't ready for it, and there's that first Phillip turnover of the second quarter as it goes out of bounds. Stanley County 23, Phillip 17. 9 for Sosa, 9 for Stroop for Stanley County, 5 for Gabriel and for Copper Lurs for Phillip. A bounce, Lurs, another good play with a steal to take away a bounce pass, and she drives for the fast break layup. She has 7. 23-19 Stanley County, 2:46 in the first half. At the bucket to our right, it is Duffy on the left wing. Top of that wing, it is Sosa. For Duffy, thought about that 3, moved to the baseline instead and hit it from 7 feet. Passing up a good shot for a better one. 4 for Duffy, 25-19 Stanley County by 6. Jones for Phillip from 16 on the right side, missed everything. Carly O'Connor with the rebound, and then it is lost out of bounds on a turnover. So the turnovers have been a little bit of an issue for Stanley County. They have 11, but they do have the lead of 6 at 25-19 with 2:20 remaining in the first half here at Parkview. It's into Copper Lurs on right wing. Outside the arc to the foul line with graceful moves. Shot missed. Follow missed by Diamond Lurs, but gained the rebound. Lurs with it again on the right wing. Third opportunity here for Phillip. Out front, it is Copper Lurs. Long 3 is off the rim. That rebound is battled for, tipped all the way near the timeline, and it is Spry to come out of there with it. So another chance as Lures. Copper makes a drive and draws a foul. That very, very big and quick first step helps Copper Lures to the rim. And trying to catch up, but fouling instead, was Carly O'Connor, her first. And team foul number 9 on Stanley County. Lures back at the line, but she missed again. As Phillip brings in Allison Williams for Quinn Turkelson. A little bit of coaching there, too, by Colt Fitzgerald. There's one more for Lures as she looks for her 8th point to cut the SC lead to 5. Good. As Taylor Stroop comes back in for Stanley County. We didn't tell you and should have Morgan Hoffman, the freshman, into the game for a moment. She comes out. Morgan, her second year of varsity, of course, played quite a bit last year on varsity as an 8th grader. 25-20 Stanley County over Phillip. 140 in the first half. Stroop for the Buffs. Stopped her dribble. Left wing Duffy. Baseline drive. Pass Jones over the rim, however, and rebounded by Diamond Lures for Phillip. Staying close here. Copper Lures on right wing down to a minute 23. What's been a pretty good first half for Spry. Now a right wing 3 is left short by Allison Williams and goes out of bounds, and it'll be for the basketballs. That was deflected by Stanley County, so they'll have a second chance, but Jones can't do anything with it as she misses at the rim, and Carly O'Connor with a rebound. Shooting is struggling here for Phillip. Down low to Sosa for Stanley County to O'Connor. Left wing Duffy. Down the left baseline for Casey McGee, who's back in the game. Right wing O'Connor. 3 from Carly. Off the glass, but Sosa grabs the rebound. Loose on the floor, and then a foul is called as Williams tried to take it away and did. And then she's fouled. And this is going to be a 2-shot bonus here now for Stanley County because, oh boy, that's the 3rd on Maddie Duffy. Now, Maddie only has a couple of buckets, but obviously someone that Keely Braceman wants to have on the floor, and she may have to sit here, and she will with 48.2 left in the half. First of the 2-shot bonus misses for Williams. So Duffy out, and Morgan Hoffman back in for Stanley County, who leads Phillip by 5, 25-20. 48.2 in the first half. One more for Williams. This one rolls in. Her second point, 25-21 for Stanley County. 45 seconds on the half. 12 more in the game clock, then on the shot clock. Stroop into a double team. Comes in the left corner, however, for Casey McGee. All over her and forcing a travel on good D is Diamond Lures. The 12th Stanley County turnover, and Phillip will have the last shot with 34.8 left in the half. Shot clock off. Stanley County leads by 4, 25-21. Copper Lures into the left corner for Allison Williams for Phillip. Bumped by O'Connor, and that's 2 on her. So Williams, who just split free throws and has done so twice, will be right back there. As again, Stanley County's over the double bonus, so 2 more for Williams. First, missed. Boy, Phillips had the chances at the line, but have only broken even. They're 6 for 12. Williams will shoot another. Best she can do is cut SC's lead to 3, but that one also missed. However, Jones with a rebound follow, and that didn't fall. Hoffman has the rebound, and she drew a foul. So Jones grabbed the rebound, couldn't follow it in at the rim, and then the foul here on Allison Williams is her first, and that's team foul number 9 on Phillips. So it'll be a 1-and-1 here for the freshman Morgan Hoffman with 24.8 left in the half, and Stanley County up by 4. It misses its tip, but it came to Sosa, who found O'Connor. Now, see if Stanley County plays for the last shot. No, they can't because they throw the ball away. Stroop did on a pass that was too far for McGee. 13th turnover, down to 16 seconds. Now here may be the last shot for Phillip, who trails Stanley County by 4. Copper Lures for the Scotties, 10 seconds. Bounce it to Williams, 8. Top of the key, right wing to Jones. Fall away from 12, rim the basket. Sosa with the rebound to O'Connor as the first half ends. Some good looks at the bucket, but a lot of it didn't fall for Phillip in the first half. But they're still tied in this game, but it is Stanley County leading at the halftime break. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, it's the Stanley County Buffaloes 25, the Phillip Scotties 21. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre since 1907. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll bring you the CHS River Plains halftime report, go over the first half numbers, and look at what may be happening in other basketball action. Our CHS River Plains halftime report comes your way in 2 minutes. You know, we are on the web, the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. You can listen to it or see it. And we're also back in 2 minutes on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zanders Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zanders Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Halftime at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre, and this is the CHS River Plains halftime report. Well, an interesting first half. Stanley County Buffaloes 0-3 to start, trying to match their win total from last season. They have shot fairly well, although it went off in the second quarter just a little bit. Phillip with chances at the line. Copper Lures is helping keep the Scotties in the game. It is a 25-21 Stanley County lead over Phillip here at the half, and we are glad to have you with us. I'm David Burrow. Our studio coordinator is Trinity Pearson. Brian Menning, of course, is handling our video tonight. Don't forget, you can see it brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Let's go over the numbers in this first half. First for Stanley County, Taylor Stroop leading the way. Good first half for Taylor. She had 9, and she was 5 out of 5 at the foul line. Jordan Sosa also with 9. They both got off to terrific starts in this game. All 9 of those for Sosa, in fact, came in the first quarter. She also had 4 rebounds. Maddie Duffy scored 4 for Stanley County. Carly O'Connor had 3. Foul trouble? Yeah, there is a little. Maddie Duffy with 3. Cadence Hand, who had a scoreless first half, with 3 also for Phillip. Copper Lures led the way, 8 points for her. She hit a 3, the only one Phillip made. O'Connor made the only one for Stanley County. Ember Gabriel had 5 for the Scotties. Josie Jones scored 4. Allie Schofield and Allison Williams with 2 points each. Stanley County, 9 of 23 shooting in the first half for 39%. 1 of 4 on threes. Phillip only 26%. And the chances they've had at the line have helped them be that close. In fact, they could be ahead if they were shooting free throws better. Just 1 of 7 on threes and only 6 of 13 at the line, and they trail by 4 points. Stanley County is 6 out of 8 at the foul line. Turnover 13 for Stanley County, 8 for Phillip. They only 1 turnover in the second quarter. The rebounding advantage is for Stanley County by a margin of 19-14. So that's how it stands at the half, with the Scotty girls already back out to warm up. They didn't even go to their locker room. They just had a little bit of a chat with Colt Fitzgerald and got right back on the floor. The Stanley County Buffaloes not yet back on the floor. What we mentioned earlier, and there was one score that we did not give you. We gave you several others earlier from the Lakota Nation Invitational. One we did not was Marty defeating Takini by a score of 80-19. But that event continues through Saturday out in Rapid City. Don't forget it. Action tonight, still a little bit later on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. Potter County Battlers and the Highmore Herald Pirates play at the Highmore City Auditorium a little bit later. Karen Boyle will have that for you on KPLO around 7:30. And don't forget, right now on the official voice of the Pierre Governor's River 92.7, it's Governor Wrestling with their second duel this weekend of the season. Another one in the ESD against Aberdeen Central's Golden Eagles. Brian has that right now on River 92.7. And Pierre basketball on River 92.7 and on KGFX tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow night, River 92.7. The Governor boys go for a 3-0 start at home against Sturgis at 6:30. The Governor girls at Sturgis here on KGFX. And that'll be an 8 o'clock start time tomorrow night as the girls try to recover from a tough start last weekend, going 0-2 with their first 2 games being on their home floor. Phillip looking for win number 2 and staying in it. Stanley County's turnovers have helped Phillip stay close too, but it is Stanley County with a halftime lead of 25-21 here at Parkview Auditorium. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276 GT, 103.1 FM, Fort Pierre. Slow the drive, arrive alive. That is the CHS River Plains halftime report. And in 2 minutes, we'll be back with the second half of action here at Parkview Auditorium. Again, our halftime score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard is Stanley County 25, Phillip 21. Second half in 2 minutes here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Here comes the second half of still anybody's game at Parkview Auditorium in girls action. Stanley County leading Phillip 25-21. I'm David Burrell. Thank you for joining us. Boys action, of course, later on in the varsity doubleheader this evening. Phillip Scotties, they're back on the floor with their starting five. Allison Williams, Allie Schofield, Copper Lurs, Carly Coyle, and Ember Gabriel. And it's the starting five also for Stanley County. Taylor Stroop, Maddie Duffy, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, and Cadence Hand. Again, to remind you of foul trouble, Ember Gabriel has 3 for Phillip. Both Maddie Duffy and Cadence Hand have 3 for Stanley County. Arrow points to Phillip. There at the basket to our right in the road. Black uniforms and a pass knocked away by Carly O'Connor into the Phillip bench. It'll stay with the Scotties. Black unis for Phillip with orange numerals and letters in white trim. Scotties in script above the number on the front. Stanley County in their home white uniforms. It's Allie Schofield in the right corner, taking a 3 and missing it. Ember Gabriel can't grab the rebound because Taylor Stroop did for Stanley County. That's only 1 out of 8 on threes. Collision on the floor. Everybody up, though, and it stays with O'Connor for Stanley County. 1 out of 4 threes for the Buffs. Stanley County basketball. Duffy, who has not hit a 3 yet. Bounce it on right wing to O'Connor. Skip it on the left side for Cadence Hand. Trying to make a defender move to Duffy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner on the left side is Stroop. 3 on the timer. Pass deflected, intercepted. They were running out of time anyway, and a good play by Allie Schofield to come down. One-person break, but off balance, left it short, and Cadence Hand has the rebound here for Stanley County. So again, Phillip can't do anything with a transition opportunity. Instead, Sosa, left wing again, hits an outside jumper. This one's from 17, and it's 11 for Jordan Sosa. 27-21 Stanley County. It is Copper Lurs up top. Long 3 bottom. Copper Lurs with her second 3. That was from about 24 feet. And suddenly the lead for SC down to 3 over Phillip, 27-24. I'm telling you, it's anybody's game. 6:20 left in the third quarter. You just get that feeling. Sosa out front. Right wing for Hand. Good bounce to Stroop in the lane. Had her back to the bucket, though. Passed in the left corner for Duffy. Still 15 to shoot for SC. Duffy left wing. Here comes a 3, and it's off the rim. Rebound grabbed with confidence by Ember Gabriel. Phillip just down a 3 now. Stanley County led by as many as 7 in the first half. Phillip's longest lead in this game was the first 3 points of the game. They led 3-0. Lurs on the left side. Threw a double team. Didn't bother her. Went to the baseline. Missed her own board and got fouled. As Copper Lurs once again plays tenaciously and draws the 3rd foul on Carly O'Connor of Stanley County. First foul on either team in the second half. So now 3 players for the Buffs with 3 fouls. Lures to inbound over the head of Williams, and she stepped on the timeline. That's a backcourt violation. Williams with a pass that was a little too far over her head. Tried to reach it without stepping on the midcourt line and couldn't do it. For the 9th turnover for Phillip, and only their 2nd since the first quarter. Sosa, turnaround foul line. Jumper good. Boy, Jordan has the hot hand tonight. She did early, and now with 2 buckets in the third quarter, she has 13. 29-24, Stanley County leads Phillip. 5:27 in the third. Williams for Schofield. Back up top for Ember Gabriel. To Allison Williams on the right side. Open for a moment. Made Duffy miss. Moved inside the arc. Missed an 18-footer. Gabriel had it for a moment. Had it deflected out of her hand. And taken away by Carly O'Connor. Down for Duffy. Wild layup try. Missed, but the offensive board is taken in by Taylor Stroop for a 3 on the right side. That won't count because of a violation. A turnover. So it is into the front court for Phillip. On the left side, it is Lurs. Left elbow in the lane from 14 feet misses. Ember Gabriel follows, scores. Ember Gabriel now with 7, down to a 3-point Stanley County lead again, 29-26, leading Phillip 4:35 in the third, and Keeley Braceman doesn't like what she sees on this offensive set and wants an Agtegra timeout. We'll take 30 here. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. 4:34 left in a tight one here in the third quarter. Stanley County 29, Phillip 26. Back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Does your bank make you feel like you're just one of the crowd? We have a different approach, one-on-one personal service. You're you, and there's only one of you. You have different financial needs. We find out what your needs are, and then we do everything we possibly can to serve them. Think small, think smart. Become a member today. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
We're big on you.
Member FDIC.
So it'll be Stanley County basketball hanging on to this lead, despite the fact they're not shooting too badly, 42%, but well, the turnovers have hurt them some, 15. Jordan Sosa having a big night, with 13 points. Taylor Stroop with 9 for Stanley County. Copper Lures leading Phillip with 11. It's inbounded to Stroop for Stanley County. They're at the bucket to our left in this second half. Left wing for Caden's Hand. Drives to the rim and is fouled, and a good strong move by Cadence. Knew she was going to take the hack and drew the foul on Carly Coyle of Phillip. That is her first. Couple of free throws here for Caden's Hand. High school basketball on KGFX as Hand hits the first. Is brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Station and the Crossing, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Ferding Electric. Second free throw also good to make it 31-26 Stanley County as Josie Jones re-enters for Phillip, replacing Carly Coyle. Front court Gabriel breaking the pressure. Down low on the baseline, Schofield knocked away from behind by Hand, forces a dual possession, gives it to Stanley County. Another fine play by Hand. Came from behind. Schofield didn't see her. It leads to the dual possession, and the arrow points to the Buffs, who have the basketball back with a 5-point lead. 4:15 in the third quarter. Duffy, left wing for Hand for Stanley County. That's a zone being played here by Phillip. A 1-2-2. Entry pass by Stroop knocked away by Josie Jones. It'll stay with Stanley County. Still 21 on their shot clock. And 4:06 remains in the third quarter here on the banks of the Bad River at Parkview Auditorium. O'Connor in for Stroop. Right baseline. Cut off, thrown away. Taken away by Phillip. Double team there, and Schofield was in there. She now has the ball in right wing in Phillip's offensive front. To Copper Lures, top of the key. Schofield on right wing again. To Ember Gabriel. Right corner Lures open for a moment. Drives right on the lane. Scoops it in. Copper Lures with 13. Stanley County by 3. 31-28. They got to be feeling good grief. We can't pull away from this team. Sosa right wing to O'Connor. Phillip staying close. Again for O'Connor for a 3 that's off the mark. Lures with a rebound, and she's fouled. Lures grabbed it near the foul line and then was leaned into by Jordan Sosa, and that's her second. And that is the second team foul in the second half on Stanley County. Against full court pressure, Lures long pass to an open Gabriel in the front court left wing, but the skip pass is over Josie Jones' head and out of bounds. For the 12th Phillip turnover, and fourth in this third quarter after they had only one in the entire second quarter. Duffy into Stroop, and Stanley County with it again with a 3-point lead. 3:15 in the third. Left wing Duffy open, didn't take that shot though. She was open for a moment, then Turkelson came in there to defend her. Quinn Turkelson's back in the game for Phillip. Sosa up top, left wing Duffy open this time and does take the 3 off the right rim. A little long, Caden's Hand with a rebound, and she's fouled. Good position there by Caden's Hand to gain the rebound and drew the Phillip foul. It's the third on Copper Lures, so she and Gabriel both with 3. And Caden's Hand, who hit a couple of free throws earlier in this third quarter, has 2 more at the line here and hits the first, her third point. 32-28, Stanley County by 4. Their longest lead during the first half was 7. Hold on. Phillip wants to make a substitution, and they had given the ball already to O'Connor. But they're going to let it happen. Diamond Lurs comes in. Not supposed to blow that horn after the ball is given to the shooter. Player in the lane too early, way too early. It was Diamond Lurs as the free throw missed by Hand. But she will have another chance, will Cadence. Diamond Lurs tried to keep her balance, but couldn't. On the reprieve, the second shot. She missed it anyway. Rebounded by Ember Gabriel for Phillip. 32-28, Stanley County by 4. 2:53 in the third quarter. Left from Spry. Alan Spry's back into Turkleson. Ember Gabriel back out front to Quinn Turkleson. Right wing, it is Spry again for a bounce and a drive by Diamond Lurs. She's fouled. If that's Sosa, that's 3 on her. Yeah, a little lean by Jordan. Nope, they called it instead on Hand. That's even worse for Stanley County, potentially, because that's Cadence's 4th foul. So she will be brought out after Diamond Lurs shoots the first free throw, which misses. And Kaysen McGee is in for Cadence, and Hand is out with 4 fouls. Gets double 5 for good defense from head coach Keely Braceland, but 4 fouls has her on the bench for a bit. 1 more for Diamond Lurs. Off the back rim, didn't stay down. And rebounded by Kaysen McGee for Stanley County, and the free throw shooting is not helping the Phillip cause either. Left wing, it is Duffy. Skip it for O'Connor. Stroop nearly lost it. Back to Duffy. Left baseline. 14 to shoot. Sosa outside the arc left wing. Duffy open for a moment, then came a double team. So she skips it to O'Connor. Down to 7 on the shot clock. As McGee brought it back in for Stroop. Couldn't handle the ball. She did regain it, and she's fouled from the right baseline with 1 on the shot clock. And she'll have free throws. And the foul is on Diamond Lurs, her first. A lot of work there, and it may pay off for Stanley County as Stroop, who is 5 for 5 at the line tonight with 9 points, has the first free throw and rolled it in. Shooter's roll. She's up to 10. 33-28, Stanley County by 5. 2:03 in the third. Hustle by Stroop kept that possession going. She'll try to make it a 6-point Buffalo lead on the way and on the board. 7 of 7 at the line. She has 11. 34-28. Stanley County leads Phillip by 6. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. As a bounce came to Diamond Lurs, double dribble is called on Quinn Turkleson of Phillip. She comes out. Allison Williams is back in. Stanley County with it. Will set their 5. Taylor Stroop, along with Maddie Duffy, Jordan Sosa, Kaysen McGee, and Carly O'Connor. Caden's Hand is on the bench with 4 fouls. Left wing, here comes a Duffy 3 wide open, short off the left rim, and a bounce rebound to Alan Spry for Phillip, who's down 6 with 1:35 left in the third. Copper Lurs hands it to Allison Williams. Back to Lurs for a left wing 3 that rimmed the basket. Sosa with a rebound. Good shot, just slightly too hard for Copper. 1:20 in the third. Stroop took a skip pass on left wing. McGee left baseline. Stroop now open for a left wing 3. Bottom! Taylor Stroop has the second made 3 tonight for Stanley County. And that brings them to a 9-point lead suddenly, their largest of the night, at 37-28 with 1:12 left in the third quarter. And Taylor Stroop now has 14 points. She's been so good at the line. The play was stopped for a moment as Jordan Sosa's sneaker came untied. She's got that back straight. Well, Phillip now finds themselves in a little bit of a fix. They need some shots to fall. Whistle blow because of a timeout called by Colt Fitzgerald, the Phillip head coach. A 30-second Actegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Integra Cooperative today. 105 left in the third. SC 37, Phillip 28. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The Scotty boys watching this one. They'll play next against the Stanley County Buffalo boys in the second half of the varsity doubleheader, so stay with us for that. And, of course, see it all at the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bowman Lumber. Copper lures with a hook pass. Left side for Gabriel. Fall away from 9. Banked it in. Nice shot for Ember Gabriel. She has 4.5 and 9 in the game. 37-30. Stanley County now by 7 over Phillip. 43 seconds remain, third quarter. Maddie Duffy. They're trying to trap her. Bring it on the right side to O'Connor. Back out to Duffy. 34 seconds, 20 still to shoot. Stanley County with a ball and a 7-point lead. Duffy's open for a left wing three. She's good. Maddie Duffy's first three, the third made three of the game. A 10-point SC lead at 40-30 with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Nobody was down to take the inbound. Hope Fitzgerald wants another timeout. Seen it slipping away from his Phillip team at least a little bit. It's another 30-second Integra timeout. We'll take that too. 19.6 in the thirds. SC 40, Phillip 30. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Briggs Governors and Lady Guffs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Phillip with the ball with 15 seconds left in the third, suddenly down 10 to Stanley County. Copper lures. Count on her, so hands it on the left side to Diamond lures for a drive by Spry that is left short, and O'Connor with a rebound. 2 seconds, 1. Duffy in the backcourt. Fires from beyond the timeline, and it hits the glass. But Stanley County, Cal, has a 10-point lead, their longest at the night, at the end of 3 over Phillip on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Stanley County 40, Phillip 30. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. In 1 minute, back with the fourth quarter from Parkview Auditorium on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
The holiday season is a time for friends, family, and fellowship. Don't let the financial stress of the season get you down. For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union will be running a holiday loan special. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR with payroll deduction or auto pay from your checking account. Stop in and see Julia or Jameson at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
A good third quarter for Stanley County, outscoring Phillip 15-9. Big three there near the end of the third by Maddie Duffy. Taylor Stroop also hit a three. 40-30, Stanley County leads Phillip. Scotties ball as the fourth quarter begins at the basket to our right. Copper Lures, who has 13 to lead the Scotties. For Allison Williams for Phillip, right wing for Schofield. Allie's three is coming, and it's off the glass and rim, but Copper Lures brings the rebound back out and tries a three herself. That misses, tipped out of bounds. Who's it going to be? Stanley County ball. Well, the shots just are not falling for Phillip. They're down to 28% shooting, only 2 of 11 on threes, and they've missed 9 free throws, too, 6 out of 15. Stanley County's at 42% shooting for the game. Taylor Stroop out front, left wing for Maddie Duffy for the Buffs. At the basket to our left, a 10-point lead as they try to match their win total from all of last year, which was 1. Kaysen McGee on the baseline, back out front, nearly intercepted by Stroop, but Taylor was bumped by Phillips Alley Schofield for the foul, her second, and the 14th foul on the Scotties. So with a new shot clock, Stroop left wing inbounds. Duffy with a left wing drive near the baseline, foul before she moved toward the goal. This Phillip foul is on Carly Coyle. That's her second. Make it now 5 team fouls for Phillip. 7:11 to play. Bounce from Duffy into Stroop to Sosa, right wing, an open 3. Here comes O'Connor, missed it long. Ember Gabriel grabbing the rebound for Phillip, who needs some shots to fall. They're suddenly down 10. Instead, Schofield travels. 14th turnover on Phillip. Stanley County had only 3 turnovers, by the way, in that third quarter. Now it's 16 for the game, so they took better care of the ball in the third stanza. Duffy on left wing for SC with a 10-point lead and 6:50 remaining. O'Connor on the right baseline. Bounce it for McGee. Right of the lane. Little turnaround for 12 in the lane, and McGee is good for her first 2 to make it a 12-point Stanley County lead over Phillip. 42-30, 6:35 left. And as the move was made on the left side by Coyle, Carly was held by Kaysen McGee of Stanley County. That's her first, and that is team foul number 4. So 5 straight for SC has them up 12. Lurs with a drive inside, missed, tried to throw it off a player out of bounds. Instead, it came to O'Connor, and she is held and fouled. And you start to sense a bit of desperation here for Phillip, even though there's still 6:23 remaining. And Copper Lurs just picked up foul number 4. She's got to stay on the floor, obviously, with them down 12 points, but they're in big trouble if she has to come out. Instead, it'll be Coyle who does as Josie Jones enters for Phillip. Stanley County's ball with a double-digit lead. They haven't had one of these in a long time. Hoffman, right wing 3, missed everything. And Josie Jones with the rebound. Front court, baseline jumper is off the rim by Lurs, but Jones is there for the follow and the putback for 2. 6 for Josie Jones. 42-32. The lead is at 10 for Stanley County with 5:48 left. Stroop with a bounce. Comes to Hoffman, right wing. She'll try another 3. This one's good. Morgan Hoffman missed a moment ago, but she hits this one to make it a 13-point Buffalo lead. 45-32, first 3 for Morgan. Lurs with a drive through a double team, drew a foul. And that may be what it takes. The rest of this one for Phillip is just hand it to Lurs and hope she can get hacked. It's the 3rd foul on Kaysen McGee of Stanley County. Lurs is 3 out of 5 at the line, 13 points. She also has 5 rebounds. They need every one of them now, and Phillip's only 6 of 15 at the line in this game. And she missed both. And the rebound to Morgan Hoffman, and she is fouled. If that's Copper Lurs, she's done. And I think she knows it. It is. With 5:28 left, the best player on this Phillip team has seen this game come to an end for her. Copper Lurs leaves with 13 points, 5 boards. And Diamond Lurs is in for her. 7th team foul, so it is the bonus here. Hoffman with a front end, good. 46-32. Stanley County may be starting to pull away. 5:28 left in the 4th quarter as they lead Phillip. It has been a while since the Buffs have beaten the Scotties. Quite a while. Second free throw missing. Ember Gabriel with the rebound for Phillip, who trails by 14 with 5:20 left, and now the pass is thrown away out of bounds by Allison Williams. 15th turnover on Phillip. A 14-point lead for Stanley County, who has Hoffman, left wing for Duffy. 5:07 left, lob inside for Stroop. Right side on the baseline, didn't fall for her, however, and threw it over the rim. Josie Jones picks up the rebound for Phillip. Out front, it is Allison Williams. Now for Gabriel. Right foul line extended. Right wing three. Good for Allison Williams. Third made 3 of the game. 5 points now for her. Lead 11 now for Stanley County at 46-35. And head coach Keely Braceland of Stanley County wants an Agtegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll take 30 right here. 4:41 remains as Stanley County leads Phillip 46-35. Back in 30 seconds on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Stanley County by 11. So where's the scoring going to come from now for Phillip that Copper Lurs is out of the game? Maybe from Ember Gabriel. She does have 9. The three-pointer for Williams helped Phillip a while ago, but they'll need a lot more like that and some stops. 4 down to 4:41 remaining. It's been 20-14. That was the last time Stanley County beat Phillip. Nearly 8 years ago. It was in Phillip, a 41-37 SC win. Month before that, the Buffaloes won 2 here at Parkview. That was the last time Stanley County beat Phillip on this floor. So that has been 8 years ago. 46-35 Stanley County now. 13 on their shot clock as Duffy is on the left wing on the baseline. Cut off there by Gabriel. Bounce back out with 8 to shoot by Sosa. To Stroop with 6 on the timer. And dropped nearly, came outside and stolen away by Josie Jones with 2 on the shot clock. Finds Schofield down the floor, but she missed the layup. That's just the way it's going for Phillip in this second half. Jordan Sosa with a rebound, and she was fouled. Well, how many fast break opportunities like that has Phillip not been able to convert? Josie Jones with a foul for Phillip. That's her second. Team foul number 8. So it's Sosa to the line. She split a couple in the first half. Must have been good at the line. 12 of 16. Front end of the 1-and-1 here. Oh, rolled all the way around the rim and good. Nice soft rims. They like them. 47-35 Stanley County. 14 for Sosa. Stroop also has 14. Jordan will try another. That rimmed out. Another rebound by Ember Gabriel for Phillip. Don't forget our Bauman Lumber player of the game in the postgame. Could be a tough choice. Runner from 9 right of lane by Allison Williams of Phillip. She draws a foul. She'll have free throws. Jordan Sosa with the foul for Stanley County. That's the third on the senior. So here is Williams, who misses again. My goodness. As back in with 4 fouls, Caden's hand. Carly O'Connor also back in. Yeah, Williams is only 2 of 7. Copper Lurs was 3 of 7 before she fouled out. Phillip is 6 of 18 at the line. The second one rolls around. This one stays down. 6 points for Williams. Stanley County by 11. 47-36, 3:55 left. Missed layups, missed free throws have really hurt the Scotties. O'Connor on right wing for Stroop. Bounce right of the lane. Sosa in a double team, so hands for an open O'Connor. Right wing 3 is good. Carly O'Connor has her second 3, and she's up to 6. 50-36. Stanley County by 14, matching that longest lead with 3:33 left. Left wing 3 trying to answer, missed everything by Diamond Lurs, saved inbounds, but right to Jordan Sosa. She has the rebound. And Stanley County in control of this game for now, at least with 3:21 left, as Sosa drove down the right lane line and was bumped by Ember Gabriel, and that's 4 on her. And team foul number 9, but this is 2 shots anyway for Jordan Sosa. This is the sort of play that the Buffs showed in that opening game against Chamberlain, that they had a chance to win until Chamberlain had the late run. Sosa hit it. First of 2, she has 15. Turkleton back in for Williams. And Stanley County, we mentioned Phillips woe. Stanley County is 14 of 19 at the line tonight. One more for Sosa. That missed. Rebounded by Josie Jones for Phillip. They need buckets, a lot of them, and a lot of stops. Gabriel in the lane. Out front for Diamond Lures. Now for Schofield. Runner from 15. Off the glass. Another Jordan Sosa. Rebound for Stanley County. But it is taken away, and moving into the lane is Ember Gabriel, who drove, missed, gained her own rebound, and then got fouled. So, not what the Buffs want to do. Not what Caden's Hand wanted to do, because that's her 5th foul. She leaves the game with 5 points. She wasn't back in very long, and Kaysen McGee is right back in for Cadence. And with 2:54 left, Ember Gabriel has a couple of free throws here and hits the first. 51-37 for Stanley County over Phillip. 2:54 remaining. That 15-point lead was the longest of the game for the Buffs. The second one missed. Carly O'Connor with a rebound for Stanley County, up 14 with 2:45 remaining. Only one win last year. They're trying to match that here. But the consensus was this was an improved team, and when the game against Chamberlain, they showed it. They are showing it tonight. Although it's dropped here by O'Connor, and coming in for a layup is Quinn Turkleson. And a whistle stops play before it can be inbounded again. For a timeout by Phillip. With 2:25 remaining. And Agtegra timeout will take 30. Stanley County up by 12. Still 2:25 left here, but they're looking for win number 1. 51-39, they lead Phillip, and we're back with you from Parkview in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
The clock is ticking. Take advantage of year-end savings and beat the price increase on John Deere equipment at Grossenberg Implements. If you're in the market for a new mower conditioner, baler, or windrower, you need to hurry into any of the Grossenberg Implement locations and discuss purchasing options with our sales department before the end of the year. The time to act is now. Grossenberg Implements, serving your growing needs since 1937.
Stanley County shooting is at 50% in the second half and 43% for the game. Phillip only 29% shooting, and again 13 missed free throws by the Scotties, while Stanley County is 14 of 20. 51-39, 2 timeouts, by the way, left for each team with 2:25 left. It's in the Stroop against pressure. Now the Scotties back off a little, but Stroop can't advance it now to Duffy. She does advance it with plenty of time to spare. Setting up in the half court, Stroop to O'Connor. They only want the best shots now, trying to eat up some time. It's a scoop by Duffy. That fell short. Ember Gabriel with a rebound. Don't go anywhere yet. If Phillip can get some shots to fall. This one from Gabriel does not, however, and it's rebounded by Duffy. And then, unfortunately, from the Scotties' point of view, a big if. The shots generally aren't falling for them. 1:48 left. Harley O'Connor with a lob to Duffy. Right of the wing, cut off by Gabriel. They'll back out front for Sosa. From 18, all those outside shots had been falling. This one did not, however. And racing down floor, the rebound is Quinn Turkleson. Stopped her dribble, drove, and what do we have? A timeout by right in the middle of the possession. negated a basket that would have gone. Of course, Colt Fitzgerald had no way of knowing that, but he does call an Agtegra timeout with 92 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So we'll take 30 here. Stanley County trying to match their win total from last season. They're leading Phillip 51-39. More for you in 30 seconds here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Stone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Now down to one timeout for Phillip. Stanley County still with 2 with 1:32 left. Phillip will inbound from under the offensive bucket. Again, that was right in the middle of possession, that timeout by Colt Fitzgerald, and a shot that would have gone. The inbound comes to Allison Williams, and she is held. That's not what Stanley County wants to do. For their 8th team foul, it's the second foul on Taylor Stroop. Keely Braceland maybe getting that message across. Don't stop the clock like that. Front end of the 1-and-1. Coming here for Allison Williams, and she hit it. Stanley County 51, Phillip 40 with 1:31 left. Williams now up to 7 points. She'll have one more to cut it to a 10-point game. She'll try to, and she does. 51-41. Stanley County over Phillip by 10. 1:30 left. Stroop had it knocked away and out of bounds by Allison Williams. So Natty Duffy will inbound about 3 feet into the front court on the left wing. 1:27 to play. A Stanley County who led by as many as 15 tries to hang on for this victory, and they have played well tonight. Bauman Lumber will bring you our player of the game in our post game. Stroop stopped, and called for clearing off, throwing the elbow. Offensive foul on Taylor. That's her 3rd. It's also the 20th turnover on Stanley County, the 7th in the second half. Well, it's got to be points every time down the floor now for Phillip. Down 10 with 70 seconds left, 51-41. Into Jones, left wing, Williams. Here comes the 3. That's good. It's a 7-point game. Second 3 of the fourth quarter by Allison Williams, and Colt Fitzgerald calls his final Agtegra timeout, the Phillip head coach. We'll keep it here. Don't go away yet. Again, it's got to be buckets and stops every single time for Phillip, who's down 7 to Stanley County, 51-44. It was a 15-point lead. Phillip scored the last 8 points. We're down to 1:04 remaining in the fourth quarter. But now, Phillip's first-year head coach, Colt Fitzgerald, cannot stop the clock again. A 10-11 season for Phillip last year, lost in the second round of the regional. 9 wins the 2 previous seasons before that, the last winning season for this Scotties program in 17-18. If you know Stanley County, you know that it has been tough for girls basketball. Only 3 wins in the last 4 seasons, 1 last year. But they are looking for number 1 this year, a team that has shown again tonight that they are improved. They next play on Tuesday against the Jones County Coyotes in Murdo. We will have that varsity doubleheader here on KGFX around 6:15 on Tuesday from the Harold Thune Auditorium in Murdo. This one's not over yet. Stanley County will inbound against pressure, up 7 now, 51-44. Inbound from O'Connor to Stroop. Down the right alley, races into the front court. Into the corner. Now they just want to wait to be fouled. They know Phillip will have to foul at some point. Why haven't they fouled already, in fact? It's the Duffy. Here comes a foul. Boy, they wasted a little time there. They wasted about 6 or 7 seconds before Quinn Turkelson made the foul, and that's her second. And team foul number 10, it's the double bonus now for Maddie Duffy, and the Buffs say, all right, we'll just put this one away at the line, where they have been 14 of 20. Duffy has not been there yet tonight. She has 2 shots here, and the first is no good. Well, the second one would help here for the Buffs. SC up 7 with 50 seconds to play. One more for Maddie. This one's nothing but net. She has 8 points. 52-44 Stanley County. Phillips ball, 48 seconds left. Right wing Turkelson inside the arc. 18-footer is good. They can't stop the clock, remember. 52-46 Stanley County. 38 seconds left to O'Connor in the front court. Phillip has to foul. They don't yet. Williams thought she had. They've got to foul. 30 seconds to go. What are they waiting on? Now here's a reach by Williams. They wasted more seconds. Second foul on Allison Williams. But Colt Fitzgerald's got to be saying, you've got to foul. You can't waste time. That's 2 straight possessions. They've lost a total of about 12 seconds not fouling. Now Taylor Stroop at the line, and she hasn't missed tonight. And the first one's short. And everybody in the stands is saying, shut up, Earl. Stroop had hit her first 7. She'll have another to make it a 7-point game and a 2-possession game with 27.9 left. She hit that one. 15 for Taylor Stroop. 53-46 Stanley County. 25 seconds left. Turkelson for Phillip, and the ball go through her hands out of bounds. That may have been the last chance for the Scotties. Their 16th turnover with 21.3 left. And Stanley County now with a 2-possession lead and the ball, 53-46, 21.3 remaining. Into McGee and back to Duffy. They've got the foul. Turkelson does with 17.8 left. But it is looking about like a sure thing for only the 4th win in the last 5 seasons and the first this season. They hope of a few more for an improved Stanley County Buffalo team. They have looked sharp. Duffy with the first of 2 rolled off. But it probably won't hurt Stanley County now. They're up 7. Duffy will shoot again. She does, and she hits it. 9 for the sophomore. 54-46 Stanley County. 14 seconds left. Gabriel out front to Williams. Ball went through the hands of Gabriel. Ember picked it up for Diamond Lures. Down to 6 seconds in the way of a pass O'Connor. But now the pass is stolen by Stroop for the last play of the game. A turnover. And the Stanley County Buffaloes have win number 1 in the 21-22 season. To match their total from last year, and they earned it. Shooting well, rebounding well. They out-rebounded Phillip, made their free throws. When it caught just a little tight, Phillip was within as much as a 6 toward the finish, but Stanley County does hang on, and the Buffaloes have win number 1. Our final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard here at Parkview Auditorium in girls play. The Stanley County Buffaloes 54. The Phillips Scotties 46. Stanley County improves to 1-3. Phillip now 1-2. And you may know, if you know about this rivalry, there is a trophy with this. The traveling trophy in favor of Scotty Phillip. Well, for the first time in a long time, it goes to the Stanley County Buffalo girls. They break a 7-game losing streak to Phillip. They had not won against the Scotties since January 2nd of 2014. But they win this one by 8. And you hear the crowd as there are pictures being taken of a very happy Buffalo team. As for the first time in a long time, the girls' traveling trophy comes to Parkview Auditorium. Stanley County over Phillip, 54-46 in girls play. Our postgame, we'll recap it. We've got to name a player of the game. I'll have to ponder that one. We will do all that when we return to Parkview Auditorium in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
If you're looking for a heck of a great deal on your next vehicle, then Phillip Motor is the place for you. For over 30 years, Phillip Motor has helped farmers, ranchers, and city folk find the perfect vehicle at a great price. Whether you're looking for a new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Lincoln, Ram truck, or quality used vehicle, you'll always find a better deal at Phillip Motor. Swing by the lot today or call 859-2585 and see what the guys can do for you. Phillip